In general, it shall be unlawful for any person with any real voice-time communication service to cause any caller ID service to transmit misleading or inaccurate caller ID information with the intent to defraud or deceive. I am sick. I am frustrated. I am mad. I am Lance. I am Ultimate Postman, and welcome back to my channel. Today, unfortunately, I have to talk about scammers. And by scammers, I mean the people who constantly call around and you don't see them as like an 800 number or as an 866 number. I'm talking about the scammers who purposefully mask their number as your area code. This has also been called spoofing, like they spoof a phone number. Here in our office, we've actually received phone calls from ourselves in the middle of the night or even during the day, and I have to ask my boss, hey, did you give us a phone call at 1:30 a.m.? And he's like, no, I didn't call us at 1:30 a.m. Why exactly does this happen? Well, if a telemarketer is not in your area, they have a better chance of you picking up the phone and being like, hello, thinking that's somebody that you know who might be in trouble, or they might have lost their cell phone, or whatever reason that is, because you're gonna pick up the phone thinking this might be somebody I know, or I might be waiting for a call back from a store or a business that I know, and you pick up the phone and they're like, yeah, hi, I'm trying to offer you new phone service, or hi, this is Senior Citizen here asking about your Medicare. Are you on Medicare? Or of course the, do you owe $5,000 in back taxes? And it's stupid. It gets phone numbers to get blocked and labeled as spam or possible spam. And unfortunate for businesses like mine, I've had times where I'm trying to reach out to a customer who's dropped off their computer, and that customer is waiting for a phone call from us, and 3 weeks go by and they're like, I'm trying to find out about my computer, I haven't heard back from you. And I'm sitting here being like, we've called and we've left you voicemails. Have you received our voicemails? No, we haven't received voicemails from you. In fact, it doesn't look like you've actually even given us a phone call. Well, that's odd, because I can check my records and I'm seeing that I actually called you 4 or 5 times in the last 2 weeks and I didn't get anything. It actually went almost straight to voicemail. It rang once. Now, unfortunately, this happened to us for a couple customers, and our phone numbers, both of our phone numbers we call out from our office here, were actually marked as possible spam and ended up on our customers' blocked list. And this is infuriating because there's not much that we can do. I went to several of the phone carriers after that and said, hey, this is our phone number, please get us off the block list, we are not spam. But of course these spammers are using our numbers, they're masking our phone numbers, and it's actually pretty bad because we needed to talk to the building that we're in. We're actually renting out our office. We needed to talk to the person who's in charge, and apparently both of our phone numbers, our personal phone numbers, were even marked as potential spam. And when he came in, it's like, hey, we're trying to call you and it's not going through. He checked his block list just like our customer did a few weeks ago, and sure enough, showed up as a blocked number. So he's removed us from the blocked number thing. Now we can still text him, but apparently phone calls don't work. Then of course I had my customer from about a month ago or whatever, same issue. I'm like, hey, I'm waiting on your parts. If you don't hear from us by Wednesday, please give me a call, because that means the phone system's doing the same exact thing before. Now, why is it legal? Well, it's a legal thing because there's nothing really saying that this can't be done. It's actually really brilliant on the side of companies and businesses who are trying to get your business to get their number to have a local area code, because it makes them seem more relatable in a way. You're gonna get a call from your area code, so you're more likely to pick up the phone and talk to them, and hey, you might actually buy the service that you're getting. But today, with all of these spam calls going around and you don't know what's real, what's fake, all these robocallers saying, hey, this is the FBI, we're going to come after you, or this is Amazon, your package is delayed. In reality, most of these spam calls are just spam. They're coming from overseas. It should be stinking illegal to make phone calls with spoofed or masked phone numbers, and it's annoying for not just businesses, but for individuals too, when you're trying to reach out to even a friend. Because like I said, when we were trying to talk to the person who's in charge of the building, he's actually a friend of mine and my boss, and we couldn't talk to them on the phone. Luckily, he was actually here in the building when I told him, hey, check your block list. And it's pretty terrible, because when I come into my block list right here, you're gonna see like a whole bunch of random numbers, and then you're gonna see 661 numbers in here too. I live in 661 area code. If it's somebody from the 661, in fact, I do my own business stuff on my phone. I might get a phone call about some random person who saw my phone number on some website when I was doing my old business. They see that number pop up now, like, hey, I need my computer repaired, which I bring them in here to my office instead of doing it off-site. It's just annoying when you have no idea who's calling you. I try and answer actually almost every phone call I can on here, because it might be a business call. Somebody from outside of the 661 might be coming in. They might need their computer repaired. It should be illegal. There was a Truth in Caller ID Act from 2009, and this is what it states. In general, it shall be unlawful for any person within the United States in connection with any real voice-time communication service, regardless of the technology or network utilized, to cause any caller ID service to transmit misleading or inaccurate caller ID information with the intent to defraud or deceive. That is what happens with all these spams and spoofers. Now, I can get a legitimate reason to mask or spoof a phone number is if you run a big business and your phone number is, insert area code 555. You can have like 4 digits after that, and they could change. You can have a 1001, 1002, 1003, all going to different extensions in the company, so you really only have one real phone number. And then depending on who you're calling in the company, you can have multiple phone lines going in at once, and some businesses pay a lot of money to have multiple phone lines, and that is actually a legitimate reason. There really needs to be a way that we can say, hey, if you're going to own a phone line and you pay for multiple phone lines, that's fine, but you can't spoof or mask your phone number. It should be illegal for the sanity of everybody, everywhere, who's ever received a possible spam number, and then that number gets routed to your block list when in fact you're actually trying to wait for a phone call from that self. In fact, I think I've even seen some people have their own number blocked on their own phone, which makes absolutely no sense at all. What's your thoughts on all this? Do you think there should be some sort of legislation made to really make call spoofing, call masking illegal? And not just that, if you're like me, you feel like there's gotta be a way for the system to really identify, okay, this really is a spoof number coming from a spam number versus a legitimate mask coming from a business that happens to have a ton of phone numbers. What's your thoughts? Leave them in the comments below. This has been Lance, the Ultimate Postman. Thanks again for everybody who's been liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll catch you guys next time.